Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about a misconception that students have about fractions. Many students think that fraction is made up of two numbers, one number on the top of the line, that's called the numerator, the other number below the line, it's called the denominator. They think fraction is made up of two numbers, but that's not the right concept. Let's drive away this misunderstanding by clearly understanding what is fractions. Fractions is not two numbers together. Students know that this 3 by 5 is a fraction, right? Now, we are going to represent that on a bar like this. Let's think this is a loaf of bread. Okay, let's think it is a loaf of bread. And you're going to have 5 children who have to eat this bread. Okay, 5 children who have to eat this bread. Out of the 5 children who have to eat this bread, only 3 have come as of now. These two are not present now. Okay, but still we know that we have to give it to the 5 people. So what we will do, we will cut this loaf of bread into 5 equal parts, correct? And then we will give this one piece to the first fellow. This fellow will give him, and the second piece will give to the second fellow, right? And third piece to the third fellow. Will give him. Now, if someone asks you how much of bread is finished or got over, then you will say this got over, this got over, this got over. That means 3 parts out of out of this is called out of 5 parts. Basically, in the beginning, there is only one loaf of bread, and in that, 3 parts out of 5 parts got over, finished. It was given away. Looking at the same figure, we can also write one more fraction. What is that fraction? We can write 2 out of 5. But this 2 out of 5 has a different meaning. Means two parts, 2 parts out of 5 parts is remaining now. Is remaining. For the 2 boys who will come later, to whom we will give. That means to say, does that mean we are giving three breads to people? Or does it mean we are having 5 breads? No, we don't have 5 breads and we did not give 3 breads as well. We gave 3 parts out of 5 parts to the 3 children. That means to say 3 and 5 are not some two numbers that came into picture. That means 3 doesn't have a separate meaning and 5 doesn't have a separate meaning. 3 by 5 whole together has some meaning like 3 parts out of 5 parts. So, why I am telling this thing is when children encounter something like this, like 3 by 5 plus 1 by 2, what do? Sometimes they think 3 plus 1 is 4 and 5 plus 2 is 7. But 3, when it comes along with the 5 with a line there, it is no more a number. It is no more a separate number for which you can do 3 plus 1 is 4. 3 by 5 has a total different meaning. It is not just 3 a number, it is 3 parts out of 5 parts. Why? Let's understand this again visually. Now, how to represent this 1 by 2? This one same loaf of bread, instead of giving it to 5 boys, I have only 2 boys to whom I have to give, 2 children to whom I have to give. Now, what is this 1 by 2? How will I represent this 1 by 2? Is that means in the one whole bread, I made 2 parts and I am selecting or eating or giving away only one part. That is the meaning of this. So if you see here, 3 by 5 is this colored shape, colored thing, and 1 by 2 is this colored thing, right? So if you see, they're totally different things. Now, can you add them as it is? No, because 1 by 2 means it is this part. 1 by 2 means it is this part. 3 by 5 means it is this part. How can you join the two parts which are of so different shapes, so different sizes? Thereby, we cannot do it. That is why fraction addition is totally different. We don't add 3 by 5 plus 1 by 2. That is not equal to 4 by 7. It is not 4 by 7. Rather, it is something else. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? How are we going to do this? For adding the part sizes should be same, right? Part sizes should be same. How can we make the part sizes same? Now, in this 5 parts, what if I make, in each part I'm going to make two parts. Okay? In each part, I'm going to make two parts. Totally, I got 10 parts now. Totally, I got 10 parts now. That means this is no more a 5 out of 5 parts. It is not a 5 parts. Now it has become 10 parts. And how many color parts are there? Now it is no more 6 parts which is colored. It is, sorry, it's no more 3 parts that is colored. It is now 6 parts. That means to say, previously it was 3 parts out of 5 parts. Now it is 6 parts is colored out of 10 parts. I will tell you why I made that way. Okay, because there's a 2 here, no? So I thought, let me try to make it into each of the 5 parts into 2. Now, in this second one, let us break this each part into 5 parts. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 we got. Now, if you see, this also, this 1 by 2 also is no more a 1 by 2. Again, how we write this fraction? Out of how many parts? We have a total of 10 parts here as well. And in that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 parts are colored. So, the same 1 by 2 has now become or seems like 5 by 10. And if you see, same loaf of bread, totally 10 pieces only are there in each bread. This also has 10 pieces, this also has 10 pieces. That means this now has become 3 by 5 is no more as 3 by 5, it has become a 6 by 10. 1 by 2 is no more a 1 by 2, it has become a 5 by 10. So now the part sizes are all equal. If you see this part size is equal to this is equal to this is equal to this. So now since all the part sizes are equal, I can add the part sizes. How many part sizes are colored now? 5 from here and 6 from there. Totally 11 parts are colored. 11 parts are colored, and the bottom 10 always represents how many parts are there in one whole. The bottom denominator always represents how many parts are there in one whole bread piece. Correct? And the top numerator always talks about how many parts are selected, how many number of parts are selected. That is the meaning of the numerator, and that is the meaning of denominator. See, your total number of parts could be 20, but do we write 20 there? No, because that is not the meaning of the denominator. The meaning of the denominator is how many parts are there in one whole. Okay, it is not the total number of parts. In one whole, that is in one whole bread, how many parts are there. And the numerator talks about how many parts, let it be in this bread or that bread, whatever bread, how many parts is selected. As I explained to you, in this 2 by 5, we could select how much is left over, not how much was given away. Then the fraction changes to 2 by 5 because we are selecting something which is left over. Left over is 2, was 2. To clarify again, to clarify again, let's again talk about the numerator denominator. Now if I have a bread piece and I am making it into 5 parts. Now if I say I gave away 2 parts. I gave away 2 parts. When I say I gave away 2 parts, I'll ask you what's a fraction for given away. How much was given away? How much fraction was given away? Then first you take the denominator. Denominator always talks about how many parts are there in one complete whole. So the denominator is 5. How much was given away? This 2 was given away. So 2 out of 5 is given away. Now if I ask you, what is a fraction of bread that remains? How much of bread remains? Again, the denominator will not change because the total number of parts in that bread is 5. But how much is remaining is no more the pink color. The white color is what is remaining. How many white color parts are there? 3. So 3 by 5 is remaining. I hope this clarifies a basic fundamental concept about fractions, and thereby you look at the fractions in a proper way when you're trying to solve them. If you like this video and some of your misconceptions have been driven away, please like the video, share the video with your friends who would benefit with this understanding, and also subscribe to my channel so that you get notified and you can learn so many math tricks and math misunderstandings can be driven away so that you can become independent math learners. Okay, thank you for joining me in this learning. See you. Bye bye.